John Stanko of icgaels.com, being joined by Sean Burke, head coach of the Iona College golf program. Coach, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, John. How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. A little bit of an audible for you this morning. Have the kids at home. So how's life for you during COVID now with the season fast approaching too? I'm sure there's a lot of things swimming about your head.
Yeah, it's kind of been a very crazy, time, and we're thankful to be approaching competitive season and a little later than we hoped. But everybody, myself and all the boys are real excited to get back to competition and playing, and they've been working real hard to kind of have our best foot forward right out of the gate and start our prep for the season.
You mentioned them working hard and training for the upcoming season, which is going to be a sprint, which we're going to touch on, a lot of events in a short amount of time. But training in the Northeast for a competitive golf season is unique enough. This year, there's even more unique challenges. So how has the season been so different compared to some others in the past for you?
Yeah, this year has challenged us, in all facets. Obviously, our schedule changed. We would have expected to go down south twice before spring break, and then spring break trip, down to Florida. But obviously, that all got canned with the travel restrictions and COVID and just the new way we got to do business for this year. But credit to the guys and the leadership of the team. We've been grinding away, working hard, both hitting, short game, workouts, and then them just kind of doing the right thing and making sure we're doing everything we can to ensure the health and safety of our season and ourselves.
Speaking of workouts, I can't ask this question without asking you this: is when people walk around Iona, they'll see the golf team running, then they'll see a coach running with them in shorts when it's snowing outside. And I think your players, though, you just describe kind of how that tradition came to pass with you training with the team, even in the most dire of elements outside.
We kind of take an approach where we're all in it together. We're trying to get better, and it's an opportunity for me to work out and try to just motivate myself a little bit. But it started as that, and it started as we're gonna work hard together. And there's nothing that I'm gonna push them to do that I'm not willing to do myself. And they've kind of bought into that, and they'll rag on me when days that I can't keep up or I can't participate. And but we try to keep those few and far between. We try to have that time to bond and work hard together, so that when difficult times come, we can also have that kind of shared experience together. And having the mindset of being great and pushing yourself and going a little bit further than maybe you thought you could. That starts with me, and they've kind of gravitated toward that mindset over the last few years. And the seniors and the grad guys and filtering down the roster have kind of taken a liking to pushing each other as hard as we can in all aspects, and that includes the workout. So I don't want to be the guy that stands on the side and tells them to do a little extra or run a little extra. I'd rather be the guy that kind of does it with them and says, hey, if we're going to do this together, we're all in, and I have no problem hopping in and doing it. And they're great about the workouts. They're great about all the expectations that we have for them, and it's really a cool experience when we get out there and we do it. And we're hoping that it all makes us better, both physically, mentally, and kind of collectively.
What is your favorite Coach Kelly Shaver workout, and what is your least favorite Coach Kelly Shaver workout?
I'm not sure I like any of them. There's certain ones that he's put us through that they laugh when they look at me and doing the battle ropes, and it look like I'm going to pass out. There's a nice video floating around of that. The plate pushes and the 2x4s out on the field are no fun. But we kind of take that approach of, hey, this is all designed to make us better. It's all designed to improve our physical conditioning, prepare us for golf, make us mentally stronger. Prove that we can do things that maybe we just wouldn't have the mindset to do on our own. So Kelly and Nick and then this year with TJ, they've been awesome with us. Through the challenges of this year, we're doing some things differently, but still having that expectation that we're going to work hard and really get after it, in every facet of our game.
What is something you think you've learned this offseason in the unique COVID times and the various variables that affect your training for competition that What's something that you learned this offseason that you think may not have been possible to learn during a normal offseason? Maybe something that popped up amongst all the challenges that was kind of something new that you learned.
It's the ability to be even more adaptable. We've always had challenges in the winter, especially with practice, with access to facilities and timings of stuff. And this year we've kind of got squeezed out of some space. We went and found a new spot. We're not working out in the gym because of the inside nature and the challenges that provides. So we improvise and hop outside, and just the kind of the adaptability of everybody on the team to say, hey, it don't matter what what challenge we throw at you, we're going to continue to just push through. And we say we're going to work out when it's cold outside, and we're going to go out on the field to do it. So be it. They're ready to go. If we're running a little extra, it's okay. Let's go. It's how much can we do, and what are we going to do to be great? We had the challenge of kind of losing our space for a very good reason for where we hit in the winter, and we kind of found a spot that's actually worked out very well for us, and the boys have taken a hold of that and really used that space to kind of really amplify our winter training and make sure that when the time comes for competition, we'll hopefully be even more ready and prepared.
Well, the thing about competition this year is you have some competition on the roster. 10 student athletes on your roster. It's your largest size roster for you as a head coach, and the largest since the program since the early 2010s. So what does having 10 student athletes on this roster mean for you as a head coach and mean for the program this year?
Yeah, the roster size is kind of the fallout from the COVID situation last year, with the granted extra year for our seniors, and obviously having O'Sheen and Matt come back to us this year was kind of a no-brainer for the program, with the successes and the leadership they've provided over the last few years. We were happy to have them back. The going to roster size of 10 has its challenges, but we've got talent up and down that roster, and each one of them is pushing everybody else to kind of get better and continue to strive toward greatness. There's the benefit of, hey, guys, push each other, and no one wants to be kind of in that 6 to 10 spot. They all want to be in the top 5 to be competing in tournaments. Provides us flexibility. So something happened with COVID where we have guys that can fill in, and we have confidence in all 10 guys that if their number gets called, they're going to step up and perform at their best, and still help us work toward achieving our goals. But it's been fun. It's been different having that many guys, but it's still a small roster in comparison to some of our other teams. So we still have that close knit nature. We still have the relationships that we can build with guys and with everybody, myself with them, and amongst the guys there, and they've been great in kind of taking the young guys under their wings and showing them the ropes of a college experience, a golf experience, and what it takes to kind of be successful and help us get to where we want to be. And for that, I credit the older guys on the team, and credit to the younger guys for kind of buying in right away and working hard and getting after it.
Well, the 10 of them have a competition this upcoming weekend, the MAAC Spring Kickoff. First competition in a very long time for your program and for your student athletes and for you as a head coach. So what are your expectations with this first opening weekend, the MAAC Spring Kickoff?
Yeah, there's really no expectations for us, other than going down and giving it our best. Without having been on a course until the practice round on Friday, there's really no way of saying, hey, we expect you to be sharp and go out and shoot 68. We'll be thrilled if it happens, but it's go down, get those competitive juices flowing, stand on that first tee on Saturday morning, and hit it down the middle. Play to the best of your ability. Learn from kind of getting those jitters back. Some of the guys got to play in some tournaments in the summer back at home. Some guys haven't played at all, so it's a unique challenge. But it'll be good to get back out and play, kick some of that rust off, and just start that kind of, as you said, the sprint toward the MAAC tournament. It'll be an awesome experience and opportunity to see some of the schools in the conference and see what they have, and let our guys kind of get back to the competitive nature of things.
Well, that sprint to the MAAC tournament has Iona hosting 2 events this year. First time that's happened in quite a while. This MAAC Spring Kickoff, you guys are kind of the designated organizers, and then also the battle at Rum Point. So What's that mean for you as a head coach? What obligations does that put on your plate, as well as getting your team prepared to compete?
Yeah, it's kind of taking that next step of the program. We've had visions of hosting an event, and this year it kind of fell into place at Rum Point through kind of connections there from going down with some buddies over the years, and knowing that they're open to tournaments through another school. It kind of fell into place, and unfortunately, some decisions by conferences, schools have reduced our field size, but it'll be a good opportunity to kind of get that tournament host experience. It allows us to kind of bring all 10 guys to a tournament, which doesn't really happen too often. It allows us to kind of play host and kind of set up a tournament to our likings, as well as get another level of competition. The schools that are coming are high level schools, and expect it to be a really competitive event on a really cool and challenging course. And then this weekend's event was just kind of get the MAAC back to playing golf. The coaches all got together and said we want to play as soon as we're allowed, just to kind of get these guys playing again. Atlantic City, or just south of Atlantic City, posed a great opportunity for us at Shoregate to kind of come down and play on the first weekend of competition, get us back, and that'll be a cool opportunity again, just to kind of run an event, but doing it in just the confines of the MAAC. So almost like a preseason pre-look at the MAAC championship with 5 of the schools coming.
All right, well, head coach Sean Burke, thank you for joining me today, and best of luck with the upcoming season. It's approaching fast, and hopefully you guys bring home a 3rd straight MAAC championship.
Yeah, that'd be cool, John. Thanks for having me. Talk to you soon, bud.